Oh, look, it's you. And hey, it's me. We're here together on the O Wrestling Podcast. Hey, I'm your host, CW, and today we're going to do a general wrestling chat. I know I usually have a topic, but I just wanted to kind of chat about the state of wrestling for the week. Some fun stuff, some more fun stuff. Hey, wrestling is fun, right? We're in Royal Rumble season. We're marching towards the best thing in wrestling, in my personal opinion. Royal Rumble is definitely the most fun that I have with professional wrestling at any time during the year. I find it more entertaining than WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania is more of a spectacle for the general public, where they, invite celebrities and they have, it's 2 nights now, and it's just this really big thing. It's their Super Bowl. It's the thing that drives the most revenue. It's the thing that brings the most eyes. But the Royal Rumble is really the fun professional wrestling event. Now, I can't speak for any other promotion and what they do. I'm sure something like Wrestle Kingdom has the same kind of cachet, or I don't know, whatever kind of gimmick matches are around the wrestling sphere. I don't know about it. So maybe in the comments you leave a note and let me know what other awesome I don't even know if it's like a premium event, pay-per-view type, gimmick event in wrestling there is. I'll watch it. I'll see what's out there. But right now, Royal Rumble is the thing, and they're gearing up. I don't know who's going to be in it. Obviously, they're doing their I'll call it useless qualifying matches to see who gets in the Rumble. This past SmackDown, Ricochet faced Top Dollar for a spot in the Royal Rumble. Obviously, Top Dollar lost. Hit Row went heel, and Ricochet got bumped around until Braun Strowman came out. So obviously, Ricochet's in the Rumble. I would assume Braun would be in it as well, and they'll do some sort of tag team thing. He has to do his, run around the ring thing as well. It doesn't seem like Hit Row is going to be participating in the Rumble this year. I don't know, for better or for worse. There's rumors of people returning. I would assume someone like Edge will be back. We haven't seen him in a couple of months. I assume his wife, Beth Phoenix, will be in the Women's Royal Rumble just to spice some stuff up there. You can probably bet on Logan Paul probably showing up, I would assume. I don't know. But there were rumors that he was going to wrestle John Cena and at Mania. So him showing his face in the Rumble makes a lot of sense. Who else? Naomi is probably going to show up in the Women's Royal Rumble, which I would welcome and also fear. I don't want her to get buried again, and I feel like her time at WWE has been perpetually like this stale march towards greatness and then just kind of getting buried again. She had a great run as the title holder when she first had the Feel the Glow and she had the women's title. But since then, they haven't trusted her to carry the women's division on her back. I don't know. I believe she could do it. But if she comes back, I just pray that they have something for her. Even if it's, hey, tag her up with her husband and put her in the bloodline. That would make sense. If Sammy can make it into the bloodline, Naomi should be in there too. And they do need female representation in that faction just to kind of shake up the women's division. Just if there's a bloodline lady who's also running roughshod through that division, that would be great. So I'm excited for the Rumble and the road to WrestleMania. Now, I try to keep this podcast as positive as possible because wrestling is supposed to be goofy fun, but with Vinnie Mac rearing his ugly head once again, while I was watching SmackDown, and based on a comment that I got on one of my last videos, there has been some very McMahon-esque booking going on since last week, which is very strange. I'm talking about like people getting buried within minutes. Charlotte Flair buried Ronda Rousey in less than 3 minutes to take the title off of her. That's a very Vince move. Just ask Kofi Kingston. Just ask Bianca Belair. This past SmackDown, who was it? Madcap Moss and Emma were buried by Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Buried in the fact that they didn't get a whole lot of offense. They didn't get an entrance. They were just in the ring, and they were used as props to serve up a Rey Mysterio feud that I don't understand. I don't understand the point of the feud. I don't get why Karrion Kross is now targeting Rey Mysterio after he came back to WWE to target Roman Reigns. He gave him the what was that stupid thing? I don't know what it's called. The Sands of Time thing, the sand dial. And then he never went after him again. He had his feud with Drew, and now he's bothering Rey Mysterio for no reason. So I don't know. It just seems like Karrion is coming off as a bully. He's just bullying a short dude, a legend who has defeated larger people than him. So I don't know. I don't understand that feud, but I also don't understand the booking that they had there. And I was watching Ups and Downs from Simon Miller on What Culture Wrestling. You can go watch that. Great show every week. And he mentioned that Sonya Deville came out and kind of got fed to Charlotte Flair. And it seems like Sonya Deville is perpetually fed to her opponents. I don't know where this booking is coming from. I mean, I can guess where this booking is coming from, but it certainly doesn't bode well for many people. And I think not the last example, but definitely a very strong example is the upcoming Mountain Dew Pitch Black match between LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. Not only is that the goofiest sounding match, it's very gimmicky. It is very Vinnie Mac. And the idea, I can only assume that the idea behind the match is that LA Knight and Bray Wyatt are going to wrestle in the dark with that spotlight on the ring, right? That's going to be the pitch black match. So you won't be able to see outside the ring. So I would assume that Uncle Howdy would be like kind of lurking in the dark and then kind of slide into the ring and beat someone up and then slide back out and then, you know, something weird in that way. That is a very Vince McMahon match. It is not a very Triple H match. It's even branded. It's a sponsored match. I don't understand that entire sort of feud-ish. I think LA Knight is very engaging. I think I didn't know a whole lot about him, but every week he comes out and he's engaging, right? You can see his influences in his promo. He has he's channeling The Rock, he's channeling Stone Cold, he's channeling Ric Flair. He's putting it together to make his own thing, and you can watch him week to week kind of find his groove. And honestly, I think if he continues to get the spotlight and get pushed the way he should, he'll find that perfect balance, and he's going to be really big. Now, again, he's been on SmackDown now for a couple of months, and I've missed his first match. He hasn't really wrestled at all, so I don't know what his wrestling style is. I don't even know what his finishing move is, but I'm interested to watch it. But I don't want to watch the most gimmicky match, like a pitch black match. Like Bray Wyatt shows up and then they saddle him with these just goofy, just silly matches that I really hope they're not his idea. Like the whole Randy Orton, let's fight and then I'm going to project some bugs on the ring, or that infamous Seth Rollins red match. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for listening for these 10 minutes of wrestling. Remember, guys, wrestling is fun. Don't take all these Vinnie Mac things to heart. Anyway, hit the bell, subscribe, listen to the podcast on Spotify or any podcast platform. I really appreciate you guys listening, and I really hope you're enjoying the show. Thank you for listening, and remember, I am your friend.
I'm your friend, but if I ever see you in the ring, I can beat you. Don't you know? Yeah, yeah, yeah!